Because it was such a complicated add-on to work on, I decided to create a proper Windows based help file for the documentation of how the add-on comes together. Yeah, you know, a list of available scripts, what had updated, bits of other stuff, and what needed still doing, and it, you know, it had its readme file with a load of other bits of random, relevant and irrelevant ramblings, and then it got into the nitty gritty of how to use the codes, such as examples completely laid out, as well as the override commands, the exit commands. Essentially, this is a short animation which will be run using that command, to which it plays from the start in the script, and it has an override section. You can exit the script completely by running that command, and then you can override the script mid-flow with that command. There's also other versions of it. Every animation is detailed within the help file, every single one, so I say it's pretty cool. Cool, the graphics card making them. The more complicated ones, obviously the search enabled, the bogey ID scan. Again, you would run it using that script, to which there's a number of variations to choose from. Or obviously, I mean, you could make your own script and just point to the pictures inside the add-on and copy and paste the code, and you could make this animation as long as you want it to be. But this animation will show the search enabled, and then it will loop on the scan and aircrafts itself, so it won't keep showing the whole animation. Now what you can do is you can exit the script using this command, or you can override the script with a true variable, which will make it jump to an actual demonstration of the identified bogey. At the moment, these were the only ones that I actually created, which would mean you could use any of these scripts, any one you wanted, and then running one of these commands down this side would then jump automatically to another script for the corresponding aircraft, to which the ID bogey again has a lot of help and a lot of examples at the top, and then you can preview the animations. So as you can see, this is what will come up on DOM screen inside the add-on itself, to which again we have a script to just run this animation itself, or obviously you can bounce to this script running the other commands. Then we also have additional ones for the scripters. So it's pretty cool, I gotta say. It is seriously cool. I mean, I assume you can remember all these from the show, do you know what I mean? And they just pop up on DOM screen right in the game. Some miscellaneous animations, again, a load of help and gibberish at the top, but if you get into it, this stuff, it's like gold dust when you start reading it. Now these are much more complicated. These are like seriously cool and interactive. If you were to get into on-screen programming in Flashpoint, which you can do, you could actually have these set up so that whole where you're trying to beat Moffat's ghost, you could interact with the game. You might have to pick up clues which would be attached to you, and then when you went back to the computer you'd have more information to work with. And it's about imagination, isn't it? But as you can see, it starts from scrolling with the hash, then it's got password wrong equals true, that jumps to access denied, which plays a few. Then it waits for scrolling 2, password wrong 2, scrolling 3, level hacked true, that runs enter password. Then it's got waiting for password, password correct, it's password wrong, another different variation of password wrong, and we have the classic engage in autopilot, which is pretty cool. I mean, this could launch a control script that actually disables the player's input, which would mean Moffat's Ghost could kick in. With radar sweep, we have one of them weird screens, one on the right hand side, another one from his right hand side, another variation of that one. We have the EEC detect. This one again is a little bit interactive, but I could do with doing a bit more work on this at some stage. There's another one for one of the screens. It's another variation of it there. We have the triangulation. This one is pretty cool because it runs one loop where it will try and establish a second marker, and then it will run the second loop, and you can control where it's going to go, when it's going to go there, kind of thing. So you could be flying around and you might have to cross a certain trigger before it will activate, or you might take out a unit and then it activates. Again, it's imagination. Now these are a little later. Some of these are harder to get, the season 4 stuff, do you know what I mean? Because everything's shot on an angle, the camera's spinning around and all that. But I say, back to some of the original classic Airwolf stuff. This again is in a lot of stages where it can track the sub and then it can zoom in. This one again can be split up during the mission. A lot of them have breakpoints included. I've included some miscellaneous still screens that aren't animated, they just come up with information. Probably do would make them more of them. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm working on this gear alone, aren't I? Do you know what I mean? No one seems to be interested in it anymore. So the frequency scan, which again, as you can see, this has a lot of options. It runs from start, goes to scanning. It's got frequency lock true. It will show different animations. There's another version of it. That again can be locked, so it can constantly scan. Then it will come up jammed whenever you want it to, and it will come up with lock whenever you want it to. You know, these are designed so you script them. This one will search frequencies all day long until it gets that frequency 1 locked equals true. Scan matrix, again, information at the top, and then we have classic scene. And we have this one, and this one, and then another one. We also have this one. Moffat's Ghost. Moffat's Ghost. This is such a work in progress. I've been messing with this for a long time. But what I will note is every single monitor script, right, has an option for you to run this and it will exit all the other scripts, right? All of them. I'm not actually sure if I've actually thrown that in anywhere in particular. Basically there's a command in every single script and it looks for switch Moffat off equals true. So if you run that command, it will exit any of my other scripts, any of them at all, and he will pop straight on the screen. That's something that I've added to every single script as just a standard. Do you know what I mean? It needs to be there. Like, these again are primary displays, but they are static, they're not animated. They can just be used to fill a void if required. Blueprints and schematics. Corvette Kig kindly said these could be used a couple of years ago. These are still in the Monitor's add-on. You get them inverted as well as normal, so they can be white on black, black on white. Some other shots from the manual. Progress Designs. These were by Thomas Capel, I think it was. Yep, there you go. See, everyone gets credited as well, do you know what I mean? The works on the stuff, I mean, it's only right, isn't it? So there is some random extras, and then we have standard colours, just in case you want to set a particular colour on the screen. But yeah, you know, essentially this add-on is up and running. I mean, and it obviously it's more tailored around multiplayer for whoever's playing Santini in the back of Airwolf, or more specifically for video editors. Do you know what I mean? Because you know this is the kind of gear. And before anyone says, "Oh, but they look better in the show," these are from the show. Do you know what I mean? They're pulled from the episodes. It took hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, and I lost a really decent graphics card making them too. Help wise, right? Windows XP, this file will run no problems whatsoever. Windows Vista, Windows 7, you will be required to install Win32 Help from the Microsoft website. Windows 8, I've got no idea. I haven't even looked. Someone else can and leave a comment if they can be bothered. I'm doing enough as it is. They basically removed the support for WinHelp files. No idea why. I assume to stop you using older software that came with them types of help files, but you can actually decompress a CHM using a command line at the run prompt on Windows XP, and it will output all the JPEGs, all the HTML pages into a folder. So anyone wants to ever update this in the future when I'm dead and gone, by all means. So yeah, it'll be coming to the blog soon, but you will have to download the Monitors add-on and then download the individual packages and add them into the add-on, to which there'll be a guide on the blog. Essentially, when it's released on the blog, the guide will be there with it. Until then, check back on this video in a few days to a week, God, maybe a month at this rate, because as I said, I'm working alone at the moment, and I will add the proper web address to the blog post underneath this video when I've finally sorted out the blog post. Until then, I guess, enjoy the add-ons that are already out there, have fun. So now I'm going to leave you with an example of some of the animations. There won't be any sound to the actual animations in this video, but they do have sounds in the game. I've just removed them from this to save the video getting banned. You need the audio effects add-on as well as the Monitors add-on to essentially accomplish what's going on. I'm also creating a scripts add-on which will completely remove the scripts from the Monitors add-on, making updated downloads much simpler than having to decompile the Monitors add-on, which takes a bit to unpack and repack it. So that saves you having to mess about, and you can't use patches on the add-on. It is way too big for them flashpoint patches to work, way too dangerous to mess up the add-on. Plus every time it makes a backup, it's going to be almost a gig each time, you know what I mean. So anyway, enjoy how they look, and at some stage you'll be able to enjoy how they sound. As you know, they've already been used by Matty B in a few of his vids, so he's already kind of got his head around this add-on. But I say that there's more to come, do you know what I mean?